Team. So obviously I'm not there today. I'm sorry, I've got a workshop and unfortunately it has clashed with our lessons. So this is not an excuse to slack off. It's really important that you're using your class time productively today. We have a huge list of jobs that need to be done and we only have 2.5 weeks left together. So it's really important that you guys are managing your time appropriately. And if you are finding that you are off task, you need to sit by yourself. The teacher in charge of your relief will help you to manage this if you need. Okay. So the first thing is that you have been given a reminder sheet, which we had on Monday, and you guys are working yourself through these to make sure that you've covered all of your tasks. So the first one was that we wanted to make sure you'd sent out your emails. If your questions are still being workshopped, don't include the question in the email. Just send out the email to find out if they'll help you. Second one was if you're doing your surveys, you need to design that and send me a copy so I can check it and make sure that it's ethical and that you have appropriate information in there. So those two jobs, if you've done that, tick them off. Brilliant. Make sure that on your timeline, you've updated what your tasks were. This should have happened on Monday. If you didn't do it, you need to do it now. The next thing is what I want to speak to you mostly about, and this is the in-class task. So that's dot point number 4 on your sheet. So when we go to sector for this week, you will see that we have the information about all of your jobs here today. And underneath that, we have an additional activity. And this is really because we're at the point where you need to start making some really clear decisions. Those of you who want to try to get into the A band for your folio, you need to be showing a diverse range of resources. You need to be showing a lot of expert analysis, and you need to be able to show that everything you've done has been purposeful. Those of you who just want to cruise through on the bottom, in that lower band, that's totally fine. You can stick to just doing your websites, not trying to do so many different types of sources, not getting your primary sources. So make your decision now. Are you trying to get into that high band, or are you just trying to cruise through for the minute because you've got lots of other things to do? Either is perfectly valid. So what I want you to do is to open up this document from week 5 activity, and I want you to go through and highlight what you have actually accessed. And this is a bit of a stop and check moment for you of what have you actually done. So have you done any interviews? Have you done any surveying? Have you done any focus groups, observational research, experiments, academic journals, online articles, etc., etc.? This is meant to be a 2-minute activity. You should be able to highlight it and have a look and go, oh crap, I didn't even think of books. Yes, good idea. I'm in a library. I should use those. Or YouTube. Yes, actually, I'm sick of reading. I want to go watch a YouTube. How you manage the next step is up to you, but this is a chance to take stock and to see, okay, what have I actually done? What else do I need to do? There's 2 thinking questions at the bottom. If you would like to turn this into a journal, you can, and you can do a quick knowledge journal, and you can say, this week I highlighted all of my different resources I've used, and I've realized I haven't used very many, or I realized I've been really focused on articles, and now I'm going to actually try and do this, this, and this. You want to explain why. So you might be saying, look, I've got heaps of academic research, but I've got no personal opinions. I don't know anything about how people actually view this topic. Up to you if you want to include this in there. It's a nice, high impact activity with very low time that you need to do. So have a think about that as an option. The next thing, if we look at your reminders, once you've done that, remember 2-minute task, is to go back to your phone and email scripts and to write a short journal that is going to analyze the types of language that you have done. I will put up an example of that on Sector so you can have a look at it. Once you've done that, and this is like a few sentences, once you've done that, we are recommending that you annotate your background research because some of you have not read very many sources and you need to catch up, and therefore it'd be a really good activity for you to actually go back and do the analysis on those ones that you've already read. Then there's some skills reflections and of course your annotations to continue with. Every person's pages are going to look slightly different. Good luck.